Quranic view on disciples. The Quran holds the disciples of Jesus in high regard, portraying them as sincere followers of Jesus. Isa in Islam supported him in his mission and submitted to God. Support for Jesus and submission to God. In Surah Al-Rahman 352, the Quran describes how Jesus called for disciples who would aid him in spreading the message to God. The disciples responded with their faith.
But when Jesus felt persistence and disbelief from them, he said, "Who are my supporters for the cause of Allah?" The disciples said, "We are supporters for Allah. We have believed in Allah and testified that we are Muslims, submitting to Him."
Their faith and devotion. The Quran acknowledges the disciples' devotion and belief in Jesus as a prophet and a messenger of God. Surah Al-Madiyah 5:11.
And remember, when I inspired to the disciples, "Believe in me and in my messenger Jesus," they said, "We have believed, so bear witness that indeed we are Muslims, in submission to Allah."
Belief and witnessing. In Surah As-Saf 61:14, the Quran praises the disciples for their dedication.
"Oh, you who have believed, be supporters of Allah," as when Jesus, the son of Mary, said to the disciples, "Who are my supporters for Allah?" The disciples said, "We are supporters of Allah." And a faction of the children of Israel believed and a faction disbelieved. So we supported those who believed against their enemy, and they became dominant.
Acknowledgement of their faith. The Quran does not elaborate on the individual identities of the disciples, but it regards them collectively as believers who align themselves with the message of monotheism preached by Jesus. Their submission to God's will reflects their role as faithful companions. The summary of the Quranic view on disciples. In the Quran, the disciples are depicted as righteous individuals who supported Jesus in his mission to guide people to monotheism and worship one God. They are described as sincere believers, helpers in the cause of Allah, and the individuals who were inspired to follow Jesus as God's prophet. While the Quran doesn't delve deeply into their individual lives, it presents them collectively as exemplary in their faith and dedication. Thank you guys for watching the video. Sean Sheikh TV, I'm out. Peace. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters.